Hi, it's Tammy, NZ Gastric Slave, coming to you with my week 1 update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on the 21st of May 2014 at Wellington Regional Hospital with specialist Mr. Simon Barn. So week 1, it started off very slowly. You would have seen I put out a day 4 video. I was feeling very down at that point, so the rest of the week has been so much better. Before I get into that though, I'll go to the numbers. So my highest ever weight was 119 kilos, and that was about 2.5 years ago. As far as my updates for this, I'm not going to go to that weight. I'm going to go from what the weight I was when I started seeing the dietitian and going through the process for the surgery, and that's purely because it was a good 18 months before, and the weight that the amount of weight that I'd lost between the 119 and the 113.6 I lost because of stress after my brother died, so I don't really want to include that because it's not weight loss as such. I mean, it's still weight loss, but I'm going to go from that weight I was when I first started seeing the dietitian. So 119 kilos, that's 262 pounds. So as far as where my body has started from, that's definitely it, but I'm not going to refer to that figure anymore in this journey. So starting weight is 113.6 or 250.4 pounds. That was back in August last year, and that was just after I had gone through the initial assessment periods, and the surgeon wanted me to spend some time with the dietitian and lose some weight before he'd actually consider me for surgery. So and then start of my pre-op, data surgery, I was 103.9 or 229 pounds. So from that point of starting the process to data surgery, so my pre-op loss was 9.7 kilos or 21.4 pounds. Since surgery, so in the last week, so today I weighed in at 99.8, yay, Underland, or 220 pounds, and that gives me a loss of 4.1 kilos or 9 pounds. And combine that with my pre-op weight loss, that means I've lost 13.8 kilos or 30.4 pounds. So yeah, it's pretty good. I have been weighing daily in the last week, which I have to stop. I need to stop for my own mental health. I need to stop, and I know I've said this before, and I'm actually going to do it. I'm not going to weigh until next Wednesday now, purely because Sunday and Monday had really good losses. I lost 2 kilos and 1.2, and then even the day after I lost half a kilo. Today I lost 100 grams, and I felt I was so excited yesterday when I got 99.9 that I posted it on Facebook, and then when I weighed in this morning, and to be honest, on the first time I got on I was over the 100 again, and I went away, waited 10 minutes and came back to get that 99.8. So yeah, it's a mental game, and I know I shouldn't do it, so not going to be weighing. So I came home from hospital on the Friday. Friday and Saturday I only got about 150 calories in. I had a huge amount of swelling, and more because of the nasal gastric tube. I really could not get a lot in at all. I was finding it very difficult even to get my liquids in. And so that was a bit of a challenge. Sunday things started to turn a corner, so that's the day that I did that day 4 video. I my mornings, actually whole week, my mornings have always been my struggle thing. I wake up feeling really dry and quite dehydrated, but find it really difficult to get that first wee bit of water in. And actually anything, whether it's breakfast, I always eat less at breakfast time. So yesterday I had half a scrambled egg, where I'd actually been able to get a whole scrambled egg in a couple of days before. So yeah, I just find the mornings really, really difficult. Afternoons I catch up. So for the past 3 days I've been getting in almost just shy of 2 litres of water, fluids should I say. And how I've been doing that for the last 3 days, I've been having a bottle of sugar-free Powerade, because it got to a stage where I was feeling so I was worried that I was getting dehydrated. So the first day I had the Powerade, I felt so much better afterwards, and it was just with the electrolytes that are in it. It's a sugar-free one, so it's negligible as far as, I think it's like 5 calories or something like that. And so I've been doing that in the middle of the day, and that is actually easier to get in than water. I'm not going to stay drinking that, and I certainly haven't been having any more than a bottle a day, but that was what kind of broke the camel's back as far as being able to get my fluids in, was that first day when I had that sugar-free Powerade. So yeah, so I've been getting 2 litres of fluids in for the last 4 days now. And it's getting easier. It's definitely getting easier. However, the mornings are still the hardest thing, mainly because I'm sleeping later. I'm sleeping till 9-10 o'clock, and then it's, do I have some water to take my pills, or do I then have some breakfast and then wait? The not drinking so that you can eat thing has been quite difficult as well. But that's just a matter of getting used to things. So I've been trying to change up my diet throughout the week and testing other things from my list that I'm allowed. So what have I had? So I've had scrambled egg. I've had scrambled egg 4 times. Twice I've been able to get a whole egg in, twice I've only been able to get half an egg in, and that is really the time of the day that I have it. I have had some pureed minced stew and some potatoes. So for the past 2 nights, I've eaten with my family. So my parents are up to be here while I'm in this recovery kind of stage, so that my husband can still go to work. So for the last 2 days, it's been really good. I've been able to eat with my family. So Mum made a minced stew. I pureed that up on Monday night, and then Tuesday, with the leftover of that mince, she made a cottage pie, just adding some tomatoes to the mince, and then that, so, and a bit of cheese. So yeah, that was yummy actually. So what I did last night is, there was 3 portions left, well, my size portions left, so I put them into a freezer container to have for later. Pureed them all up and then put them into the freezer container. So that's been kind of nice, being able to eat with everyone else rather than kind of just doing my own thing. I've also had, I had half a yogurt for breakfast this morning. I could only get half a yogurt in a 150 gram bottle. So yeah, and so that's the first time I've had, well, not the first time I had yogurt, because I got given yogurt in hospital, but I could only get a couple of teaspoons in hospital. I could actually kind of finish half today. I have had, I've had to play around with the protein side, the protein shakes. So initially the protein shakes that I had purchased is really really heavy going down. So I, not yesterday, the day before, I swapped back to an Optifast, and that was fine going down. I got a whole Optifast in, so that meant that day was quite good. Of course, the Optifast is not as much protein as this protein powder that I had bought, which is a New Zealand protein powder called from Eat Me Supplements, the same one that Peaks had. But and then yesterday I used a 200 ml pre-made protein shake from Hawley's called Profit, and that went down really well. Stats wise, it kind of fitted what I needed to do. So I'm thinking of going out today and getting a few more of those to put in the fridge. Just in case. I've still got 2 boxes of Optifast, so I can go through the Optifast, but that was just a nice one to kind of have on hand if I'm out and that sort of thing. What else have I had? I've had last night. So I'm struggling to get more than 30 grams of protein in, and that's predominantly, even though all my meals that I'm having are protein rich, I think I'm going to need to throw in an extra meal here or there to be able to actually get them in. So last night later I had some hummus, some roasted capsicum hummus, which was amazing, just the flavour, and it went down really, really well. So I basically went out yesterday to the supermarket and got all the things that I didn't already have in the house that was on my list of things. So knowing that your tastes change after surgery, I wanted to try these things like cottage cheese, hummus, yogurt, and yeah, so I've definitely got a huge supply of food on hand, and just getting there. I was a bit down this morning with only 100 gram loss, but it's only week 1 and I've got plenty of time ahead of me, and 9 pounds or 4.1 kilos in a week, that's still awesome. And so yeah, I've still got over a week before I go back to work, so I'm definitely feeling better each day, which is great. And yeah, that's probably about it for my week 1 update. I will see you guys next week. Bye.